I do kind of miss him being in the show. Kind of. Not that much, but kind of. Hi guys. I know you've probably been waiting for this. I had the worst time trying to figure this out. Basically, I watched this episode live. I watched it on cable, and I recently got a capture card so that I could watch cable and like watch the shows live without having to use like a weird stream or anything. And not right before, but shortly before the episode was to start, I noticed that my laptop, I have like a decent laptop, and then I have one that I kind of just got to use for like my setup when I film, and then the other one I do editing and whatnot on. So I got a cheap laptop for it, and I noticed that it was dropping frames and it was like dropping quality. So at the last minute, not the last minute, like again, it was within the hour before, but I hooked up my other laptop that I knew could handle the quality and whatnot and used that one. And so I quickly had to like go through the settings. The audio was working, what it looked like to me. I used Streamlabs OBS. OBS has it too. You know, you can see like the thing that'll say like, oh, desktop audio, and it'll show that there's audio. So I was thinking that meant that it was recording. However, in the settings, I had it turned on so that the volume was set for like monitor, so that I could tell that it was on, but not as the output. So I finished this episode and noticed that there's no audio. I was devastated. Then quickly learned that the US got an episode with less scenes. So my episode that I watched was 42 minutes long, and then the episode that others watched in different countries was 47 minutes long. So for episode 19, the same thing happened, but I found a download and synced it up with my footage, and it was fine. However, because this episode had extra footage that the US didn't get, all of the downloads online were the 47-minute version of the episode. So I'm freaking out because it doesn't match up with my recording. And not only were there extra scenes, there was extra dialogue, and some camera angles were different, just like stuff like that. And so I'm panicking, cannot find a link anywhere online that has the shorter version, which I'm thinking like, there's nobody recorded it when they watched it live. You know, I could see people recording it, you know, just in case some Supercorp stuff happens. So I'm like frantically searching, asking everybody if they know where I could find it. No luck. So then I'm thinking, well, maybe I can try to edit out the parts that I didn't see live. Well, because there's so much different dialogue and the scenes that are like edited differently, it's impossible to match up with the version that I had. And maybe it would be possible if I had audio to help me match the scene to my episode, because there was like scenes where it was the same audio but different camera angle, which is so weird. And I don't know how they did that in the US, or like how that was an accident, because apparently it was the wrong one. So because of the different angles and the different dialogue, I had nothing to match it to try to sync it up. So using the 47-minute one wouldn't have been possible. I spent the entire night trying to figure it out. I stayed up until 8 a.m. because I knew that if I couldn't find this, there was no salvaging it. So I woke up today thinking like, maybe somebody found it. Nothing. And then I decided that I was going to try to match up the scenes that I did see. So to compare it to like what I saw. So there was like some Supercorp scenes that I knew like were extended. That was the scene where I could probably match it up, at least some, and then just have the audio for the part I saw. And then I decided to check one more time to see if any of the places had this episode. Decided I was going to check my parents' cable. I had checked it last night, but the episode wasn't even out. So I didn't even think about it, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to check it one more time, because it aired on cable with the 42-minute version. So I figured it had to have been somewhere. I pull it up, and there it is. It said Supergirl episode 20, 42 minutes. And I had a whole bunch of scares where I completely was so excited thinking I found it, just to find out that it wasn't the right version. So I started the episode, and it still said 42 minutes, but I knew that I've watched the opening scene so many times trying to find this episode that I knew the episode that I was looking for. Once Lena's sitting there, and then her mom wakes up, she walks over to her mom's bed, and once the wide angle changes, it shows Lena. That's the version I needed. Whereas the other version, once that angle changes, it shows her mom. So the second I saw that, I knew it was the right one. I couldn't download it. It wasn't a download, so I just screen recorded the entire episode, waited the whole hour to screen record it, and I had it. And I'm so relieved. I really was so heartbroken. I was sobbing last night thinking I was not going to be able to edit the freaking series finale. I mean, it's so late tonight, but I stayed here and I edited it, and I'm so ready for you guys to check it out. Long and short, that is what happened, and I thankfully found the episode. Cannot wait for you guys to watch it. Let's get into the reaction now. Let's do it. Here we go. That episode started so fast that I couldn't even do an intro. It is time for the finale. I mean, both were the finale, but the second episode of the finale, the very last episode of Supergirl, it's starting to hit me seeing these moments. I'm recording this at the first commercial, so they just made their entrance, and I feel like it's going to be either second to last or the last time we're ever going to see their entrance like that together. And I'm just sad. I don't want it to end, and I want to feel like closure with it, and I just feel like it hasn't been on that long. I'm just really going to miss the show, and I'm really sad that this is going to end. But I'm excited to see the rest of this final episode and watch it along with you guys. Or just a reminder, if you want the uncut reaction, so you'll get the entire episode reaction of this episode, last episode, and other episodes of Supergirl, as well as other shows that I react to. You can watch the whole episode with me, not just the edited version that is on YouTube. So if you're interested, the link will be at the top of the description for my Patreon. Otherwise, they're still going to be on YouTube, just heavily edited. But yeah, oh God, let's get into it. Here we go.
I was afraid for you, that your powers would lead you down a similar path as your mother. So I put talismans around the house.
What?
Your light diminished, but I was trying to help the family, to help you. And what?
How is that helping her? You turned her into something worse.
With this confession, I want to set you free and live your life the way you want to live it.
Aww. Gay? She says, go kiss Kara.
And we need to actively empower every single person to be the hero of their own life.
That hits home.
And it's relevant to this crisis.
How?
If we empower the people, that will disempower Lex and Nixley.
I get it. Okay. I was gonna say that makes zero sense and has no correlation.
I may have a way. Lena. She's gone. So sorry.
Oh. She's living her truth though. Please. Lena is so freaking cool. She like just found out that she's got these powers and she's saving the world. Come on. Come on.
Together, we will defeat the powers of darkness. Together.
And that's on what? Period. None of that, bitch. Oh. Sorry. Didn't work. Period. I don't know why I just broke my heart. That's probably the last time we're gonna see that.
Bring the gladiators.
Why? Y'all can't fight on your own? Are you scared?
The balance of power just shifted.
What a pussy bitch. Honestly, I kind of wish that they had the final battle just be like them versus Lex and all his gadgets instead of like a dragon and shit, you know? I just want to see like a proper standoff between them and him.
No touching without consent.
Mon-el?
Your big speech made the history books.
Aww. Look at him. He knows his damn powers now. Aww. It also like makes me happy that she got to have her husband on set for this last episode. Win! I miss Win so much. But I do get that they kind of like, they didn't really need him after when they had Brainy. They're like the same character. Not really, but...
Take him, sis.
Yes, James. Take him, sis. Oh, girl. She's so impressive. Like, she's so new to this, and she's saving the world.
That is a punishable faux pas.
Lena versus Lex.
Not by you.
He was triggered. What the hell is that?
You think in another life I was a Kryptonian?
Ooh.
Only in the movies.
Only in the movies. Oh my god. That was so cute. I love that.
The two with the good hair. This should be fun.
No, all of us.
Squad goals. Oh my god. Oh my god. As much as I don't like Andrea for that, like, she's trying to change, and she saved Lena's life. What? Are they immediately going for the humans?
Vengeance prey on fear. And there's no greater cover for fear than hubris.
Oh my god. I'm gonna be pissed if that's... If this is their exit, and they're defeated like that, that's gonna be dumb as hell. 12 minutes into the episode, I'm gonna be so annoyed if after all this time, they take him down by sending him to the Phantom Zone, when, like, that looked pretty easy. Also, why did he say you can't close it and then it closed behind them? I don't know. That better not be the end. I knew that there was a chance they could be spared by something like that, but, like, they didn't even resolve the fact that Nixley hates him. I don't think that's the end. I hope it's not the end. Oh my god. He did not deserve this. Andrea does not deserve to be there. Sorry. I don't forgive her. I'm glad she saved Lena, but I don't forgive her.
They were inspired by our victory
And they want to reconstitute the DEO. Booyah. Right?
He's right.
What? I'm from the future. I'm from the future.
Oh my god. The DEO. After this so much with Lex, the biggest storyline of the show, there's no way that's how that ends. Come on. He opens the portal to the Phantom Zone and then gets himself sucked in, and that's it.
So we have to do the work every day.
Aw.
We can't let this recent victory go to waste.
Lena loves her. Come
If we do
on.
keep the fight up, we can accomplish the best in all of us. We're not as superheroes. but
Is this
as
episode 30 minutes? What is happening?
friends. You're gonna make it?
Unfortunately, no. No, I actually don't think I'll ever be back in this lifetime.
Wow. Holy
Your
shit.
speech the other day. You inspire us.
No.
Always.
Oh. No. Send somebody else.
Dreams, Ian.
No. This is so unfair. No. Take her with you. I respect that they put mon-el in for, like, just a short period of time.
Hello? Do you know who I despise, Kira?
Oh, period.
I despise people.
This green screen.
I really do.
Kira.
Miss Grant.
This is the worst green screen I've ever seen in my life. What is this?
I am wearing a wetsuit. I need to get in the water.
Miss Grant, wait. Was there a reason? you
Right,
called me?
why'd she call?
Wow, Kira. Yes, Catco was for sale, so I bought it.
You.
She's back at
That
Catco.
Catco.
I am hiring you as my new editor-in-chief, and the contracts are in your inbox, and I'll be home in 2 weeks.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
okay, I gotta
That's
go.
awesome. And now that she has this, like, a little bit more freedom, she can finally go back to what she loves. I still don't think that the Nixley and Lex thing is over.
And she offered me a job, editor-in-chief.
I hope she, like,
That's your
just be who she
dream
is as
job. I mean,
editor-in-chief.
I'm so excited for you.
I'm not gonna take it.
I think her dream job is Supergirl.
I feel deflated.
Accept Cat's
You need a wife.
I was never able to really do my best because I was always sneaking off
I feel
to be
like-
Supergirl, and that
like-
hasn't changed.
Like Kat even said, we're only posting essential things. Maybe she should do it and unveil herself and then take the job. Like, literally, Supergirl could be the editor-in-chief.
You are amazing. And every time you've come to a crossroad, you have always chosen the right path.
Oh,
What would I do without you?
look at that.
Scary.
Oh my god.
Wow, look!
She is so cute. Is she gonna be the flower girl? Oh,
You, Alexandra.
I love that she's here.
Radiant bride.
Thanks, Mom. I love you.
Guys, I want hugs too.
Me too.
Oh,
Dad would be so proud of you.
Dad would be so proud of you too.
oh my god. Not proud of that mustache though.
So we can watch each other's backs anytime we need to.
Oh,
I love you.
I love you too, kiddo.
I do kind of miss him being in the show. Kind of. Not that much, but kind of.
Excuse me, miss. You don't happen to have a +1 to this event, do you?
What are you doing here?
The most important thing to me is devoting myself to you.
Propose. No, wait, this is not the right location.
That's the thing about the future. It hasn't been written yet.
So true. Oh my god. We deserved a kiss right there, though. Oh, look at them. I do appreciate, though, that, like... Try not to cry. That they're dedicating this much time to show, like, how their story ends, so it won't feel rushed. That was so good. Every time he cries, I can't keep it together.
I have always thought that there was something.
Why does this feel like so genuine? Probably because they know this is the last episode and it's emotional for them too.
Alex's missing puzzle piece. They complement each other.
She's been waiting for her.
When you came home and you found me distraught and heartbroken and you didn't try to fix me.
Oh.
And that's when I knew, beyond any doubt, that I couldn't live another day without you.
Oh my god.
I spent so long living this inauthentic life that I forgot who I was.
I do appreciate the time they're putting into closing everything.
I not only never dreamt would be possible 3 years ago.
Dig it, Maggie.
I promise to show you the love that you show me.
Oh.
I'll never take you for granted. Because I'm yours. Always.
Kiss.
I now pronounce you wife and wife. Let me kiss the bride.
Oh. Oh. I'm gonna take this commercial to say what I wanted to say so I don't have to say it over anything. I just feel like, I know they were still actively fighting him. It's not like all that happened was that, but they had the episode end and the new one start, and then they started over in the tower, you know? So it wasn't like it was this continuous fight that they then end up downtown, you know? They were fighting up by the bridge, and then they disappeared, and then everyone started over, and then it was just this other fight, and then the fight started, and they opened a portal, and then got sucked into it, and it ended. So I feel like I don't hate that ending, because I kind of wanted it to end like that if they weren't going to kill them, but I feel like they shouldn't have had that be separate than the original fight, because it felt like they came here badass ready to fight, and then they just got sucked up and it was over, and then that was it. And it felt like that was kind of a cop-out to end that storyline. And I guess it sounds silly to say like it should have been included in the past fight, but I think it should have, because that would have made it seem like they fought and they fought and they fought, and then luckily the Phantom Zone took them away, you know? But because it wasn't connected to that, it was just like they fought, and then they fought again, and then the next time they met up and he got sucked up and bye-bye, you know? And then they also didn't like have any closure on Nixley's feelings towards Lex. Obviously, she does not feel the way that she's supposed to towards him. She despises him, and he is also, we know how he is now. So I wonder if it's going to end and show like a little clip of them in the Phantom Zone or something. I don't know. Because it is kind of weird just like that they ended it just like that and they were gone. That's it, you know? So I think even just a small scene would be good to put. I think.
Oh,
Look at them.
All these birdhouses are so pretty.
God, you remember how she used to terrify me?
Her death stare while interrogating prisoners at DEO.
I'm so happy that they have the DEO back.
At least that's what yours and McGonn's son tells us.
Where's McGonn? They're not gonna put her in this? Oh. I like how Wynn just like cannot help himself but to spoil stuff. Oh, he's gonna have a son, another kid. We need a Supercorp dance, please. Oh.
You guys, I miss the three of us together.
Yeah, the OG super friends.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys remember that room in Catco where we used to hide away from Miss Grant so she didn't know what we were doing?
Yes, with the drywall.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do really miss the original Supergirl characters. I do think the new ones are better, but even if Brainy is like the evolved version of Wynn, You know, like, you don't really need two of those type of characters. I do miss Wynn's personality.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, this is
Aww.
a great song.
Okay.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, no.
I bet you she's gonna...
No. Don't tell me you're...
She's gonna unmask herself.
Yes. I don't know how to explain.
Well, you're a grown-up now, Kira.
Oh my god.
I have different sides to myself. Mine are like two different people. But the
She's
two
gonna
parts of
unmask
me
herself.
Just, they don't really go together.
There's only 12 minutes left.
I just feel...
Bifurcated?
Yes.
Inauthentic?
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself.
You can't understand. I don't...
Oh. You're Supergirl.
Yeah, she been new. LOL.
You knew?
Because even before the flashbacks of when she was young,
Disguised you as much as a pair of Groucho Marx glasses.
finally someone said it. Besides the flashbacks, she knew in the flashbacks, but also, didn't she know back when she worked there still? I thought she did. She saw something.
I'm wondering why that message doesn't apply to Toi.
You have a good point.
Exactly. Take your own advice.
Let's take
My heart is breaking that there's 10 minutes left.
Supergirl and Kara Danvers have accomplished separately. And then
Put them together.
let's imagine what you could do if you became one integrated, authentic being.
She's always the voice of reason.
You really needed to hear that.
Yes.
I believe in you.
Yes.
I always have.
She's gonna take her glasses off, and they're gonna stay off. I hate that there's a commercial, because there's literally nine minutes left. Oh shit. Oh shit. She's gonna be the one that talks to her when she takes glasses off.
I'm supposed to be the strongest person on Earth, but I think I'm actually the weakest.
What are you talking about?
Hold her hand, bitch.
And I'm too afraid to live my own.
No, that's not true.
It is.
That promo picture looked like they were holding hands. They better hold hands.
It's gotten in the way of every job I've ever had, everything I've ever wanted to do, every relationship, every friendship.
Maybe we did have a bit of a bumpy road.
Okay, well, it's not gonna happen. That's annoying. They really had to do that. Okay. They could even leave it open-ended, but no, they're gonna have to have her friend zone it. It's so annoying.
What if I let myself just be who I am and someone gets hurt?
Can't always be our savior, Kara. You shine your light and inspire others to shine
You need
theirs.
to-
Your words, not mine.
You need to be yourself, too. Oh.
Okay.
Hug her, hold her, kiss her, do something.
You have pushed me the most, challenged me the most. You've made me a better person.
Oh my god.
Thank
you. No, take them off. Take them off. I really love that scene, but it just pisses me off. There was no use in having them say friend. There was no use in that. Yes, girl, be who you are. Oh. Hey, that's my car. Damn, okay. Grease? No, not the song. Oh my god, it's so weird seeing her without the glasses.
Because the last 6 years with all of you have been the
I want them to
greatest
show
adventure I ever
people
faced.
finding out who she is.
And I just can't wait for the next
Thank
one.
God that brings back. Oh my god. Like, what was the point in friend zoning them like that? There's no reason for that comment. Let us interpret it how we want to without telling us that. Like, shut up. This reminds me of Spider-Man. Far
It is
from home.
my great honor to introduce to you Supergirl.
Did that hurt? Okay. I wish I could rewind and watch that again. I kind of wish that they, like, had put more time into that ending montage, because I do love that it ended, like, showing Kara, but, like, I feel like it kind of happened really quickly and then ended. I wish it would have shown more of her just, like, sitting there smiling to kind of take it in, but that hurt. Oh my god. I'm kind of speechless. I'm trying not to, like, cry every time I think about the fact that it's over. Where do I begin? Okay, there we go. That was the series finale of Supergirl. I can't keep saying that because every time I say it, I cry. I already said how I kind of felt about the whole Lex and Nixley thing. I just don't understand why that was how they ended it. Why would they not have just ended that with the previous fight. I don't know. It just kind of felt like way too quick. They've been fighting Lex for years, and then he just gets himself yeeted up because of his own doing. It just felt like very like not right. Yeah, and then also the fact that like they both got yeeted to the Phantom Zone. I think it's also because technically you could possibly return from that. He wouldn't be able to on his own, but like you could if somebody came and helped you like they did for Supergirl, or like, you know, there's always some type of workaround. So I think that's why they didn't officially like end them, just in case they're going to be on another show, or in case, you know, anything. I don't know. It was so nice to see the old characters again. I really like appreciated how they made sure that Mon-El confirmed that he will not be coming back to the present. I think that was honestly important because it closed that chapter knowing that like he's not going to come back. They're not going to be together. And so it was good to know that, especially the people who really didn't like that relationship because of Mon-El and who he was then. I did miss Win a lot. I just think like his personality is so adorable. He has so much to add to it. However, in terms of like what he can do for the group, him and Brainy are pretty much the same, besides that Brainy can do more. So it makes sense why they don't have two of them. And honestly, like I think the actor also wanted to pursue other things, and he's so talented, so it's not like he couldn't do it. I'm glad that they had Andrea save Lena, but I just kind of feel like I do understand that, but that doesn't just like, it doesn't just make her a better person. She still did something unthinkable, but it is nice that they showed that she wants to be better. So I get that, and I get that ending. I'm trying to remember everything that happened because so much happened. Lillian died, and I think it was important. I love how afterwards though, like Lena's just like, I'm fine, because it's been a long time coming, and I'm glad that she got closure from her mom, and to know that her mom knew about these powers. And it's kind of messed up too, because she's like, I was trying to protect you, but it's like you hid her powers because you didn't want her to turn to her mom, but then pushed her to turn into her evil family. Like, make it make sense. Thank God Brainy stayed. Thank God Brainy stayed. I would have been so upset if they like didn't figure something out, because they didn't like teasing us about them. They were together, then they broke up, and then they were kind of just like a little bit in limbo when they were making up, and then he's leaving, and it's just like, no, they're meant to be together. I wish it would have showed him like propose. I think that would have been cute, but I know at the wedding that's not the right pace. Oh, the wedding was so beautiful. I loved every second of it, and just like the aesthetic of it, and the vows, the emotions from literally everybody. Jean's emotions, Alex's emotions, Kelly's emotions, everybody. It felt real. Like I felt like I was watching a real wedding, and it was just so amazing. And I really got to give it up to the writers, that directors and stuff that put that scene together, because it was beautiful. The cameos from Cat Grant were everything. The green screen in those first scenes though was just atrocious. I cannot believe that somebody saw that and was like, that looks good. Like she literally is like fuzzy around her body. Like, well, what is that? No. If anything, like film her sitting by a window in a beach house and then put the green screen in the background. I don't know, just make it look real. That's why the second cameo I think looked better, because she was like sitting in something instead of directly on it. I'm so happy that Kara is gonna live her truth as one person. And you know what? People were arguing with me back when I was saying like, no, she needs to be one person. She cannot keep doing this two-person thing. She needs to be herself. She needs to be all in, and that's the only way that she'll be able to follow her dream, because she can't be two people, because she's lying to people, she's keeping it from them, and then making herself look bad, making herself look unprofessional, because she's disappearing and then coming back and disappearing. And it's something that needed to be done, and I'm glad that she finally did. And I love that Kara was saying how much Lena pushed her, and like out of all the friends that she's had, Lena's the one who's helped her through and helped her with these big decisions. That emotional moment with them, like so close to each other, and then the hug was so cute. And it just, I don't see the point of the comment of like, friend. Why did there was no point adding that to that. I get it if like, I get it if you don't want Supercorp to be Endgame, but there was no reason to say that. You could have just left it open. Like, she could have said, like, you are the only person in my life that da-da-da. Like, she did not need to say friend. It almost, like, kind of felt like a dig to the Supercorp fans because there's no reason that word needed to be used. You could have just said, most important person in my life, and then had the same exact scenes and end and kind of be, like, open-ended. Like, well, maybe they will someday. But instead, they had to say friend. That just seems kind of shady to me, but maybe I'm reading too much into it. I just feel like they knew how much the Supercorp fans were hoping for that endgame, and then for them to just blatantly say friend. Frustrating. It was also so good to see James again. Not a fan of him, but the scenes with Kelly was just so cute and so amazing. Jeez, I'm trying to remember everything that happened because so much happened. I absolutely loved that Lena pretty much saved everything. She, like, pretty new with these powers, and instead of, like, what her mom did, she is channeling the good, and she saved everybody multiple times. I also do love that Kat was, like, the one who was like, you need to be yourself. You can't preach to everybody and then not be yourself. This was just such a good episode, and I think the things that I disliked about this episode, Supercorp not being Endgame, but, like, important things. So, for one, I almost felt a little bit robbed by the Nixley and Lex thing. I'm glad that they're in the Phantom Zone. I would have loved to see them in the Phantom Zone. However, I would have much more enjoyed them capturing them or them themselves putting them to the Phantom Zone. Not a mistake by themselves that got them pushed up. Because I feel like we saw so much of Nixley stand up to him, and then Lex get put in his place, and Nixley finally, like, seeing the truth and hating him, for then to just, she never got that closure. We didn't get any closure about her, and then she's gone. That's kind of just what I feel robbed about. But I am glad that they're in the Phantom Zone and that they're gone forever. The second thing that I disliked was that friend comment. I feel like that was kind of targeted, and I don't appreciate that. There's literally no reason to say that. No reason in the world. And their hug, too, was everything. Like, the emotion, it makes sense to me now why Katie is kind of saying, even if it's not written in the script and stuff, it was, like, up to them to kind of portray it that way. And to give the fans kind of what they want without being able to give them what they want. And then the last thing that I really wish could have been a little different was the last montage. I thought it was amazing with Landslide playing in the background, which that song makes me cry every time. And then to see Cat Grant introduce Supergirl as Kara, and to see that smile, that, like, freedom, and she's genuinely happy. It was just, I loved that so much. That scene was, like, the second that I saw her smile and her happiness, I just was like, oh my God. It just made everything seem worth it. And it was up there for a decent time with that slow zoom into her, but I do think that it could have been even longer. You know, even, I would have loved to just kind of, like, listen to the song and see that happiness on her face just a little bit longer. And yeah, but I'm happy that everybody got their happy ending. But it is sad to me that Lena, her family is this family. However, she literally lost everybody besides, you know, her chosen family. So it just kind of makes me sad. I don't know. I feel like they could have got something for Lena, you know. I know her and Kara kind of had that moment and talked about how amazing their relationship is and stuff, but everybody kind of got something, you know? And Kara got this freedom. Alex and Kelly got married, you know, everyone's happy. Brainy and Nia. But then Lena loses her mom, her brother, everything. I don't know. I just feel kind of sad for Lena. And the more I think about that friend comment, the more it bothers me. On the positive side, I really loved the way that this wrapped up. Do I disagree with some of the choices? Yes. However, the way that I disagree with it isn't enough for me to dislike this, because the Nixley and Lex thing, I would have wanted that same outcome. So I'm still happy with that. The Supercorp thing, slightly bothered, but that's mostly because of the comment. I feel like they could have, you know what would have been nice though? Is a scene in that montage where you see Kara and Lena look at each other over the table when they're playing games, and they lock eyes, and you kind of see like a different vibe, you know, and it kind of feels like it could be romantic. And then have that just be it. Leave it open-ended for us to feel like, wait, maybe there was gonna be something, you know? So that way it felt like we weren't just completely losing out, which again is why that friend comment bothers me, because it really just solidified like, no. But it wasn't necessary. It was not necessary. We know that they're friends. You didn't need to say that. But yeah, I really loved how it ended up, and that montage with the landslide in the back just like was so fitting, and I'm so happy that Kara gets to be herself. And you know what? I would like a formal written apology from everybody who argued with me about that and how I said that she should just be herself to the world and then be a journalist. I mean, she's got even a higher position now, but be a journalist as Supergirl, because she has a way bigger reach that way. And that's exactly what they did. I'm just saying. But yeah, I love this so much. Thank you to everybody who has been watching these reactions with me since, what? I gotta go see what season I started. I started reactions season 3, so it's been a wild ride. And when I started that was when I first started my channel. So people have been here with me for a long time watching these reactions, and I appreciate it so much, and I'm really gonna miss this show. I'm really gonna miss the show. It just kind of like hits me that we're never gonna see like Lena again and Kara unless there's some type of crossover where they show up. But it's not gonna, like, if it is a crossover, because it's not a crossover event like with Supergirl, they're kind of just gonna like show up. You're not gonna see them have a storyline that's important, you know. I know Alex is gonna be on that crossover event thing, but I think it's just, I don't think Kara or Lena are. Yeah, I love this, and I'm gonna miss them so much. I don't know what else to say. I loved it. I really am satisfied with the way that this ended up. I have a feeling that there's going to be some bothered people over the Supercorp stuff, which I get it. I think I had my hopes too high, and I kind of realized that in the first episode of the finale that like they probably wouldn't end up together, because I started thinking that it would be really random if they just kissed out of nowhere, because as much as it felt like to us that they were like, there was something there, they needed to have like an actual physical or verbal moment where things like switch, you know, because we felt that vibe, but it was never like them doing anything romantic. Even just like them looking at each other from across the room with like hard eyes, or kind of being like, and like looking at each other like, whoa, was that romantic? Even just a moment like that. And then if they kissed, that would make sense. But then like I said, in that episode, I started to realize that they haven't had a scene like that. So it wouldn't really make sense for them to kiss unless they had like a very forward, obvious scene. And I know that they've had a lot of scenes that, in my opinion, looked very romantic. But they needed to have some type of moment that shows the audience, yes, this is romantic, you know? And they didn't. So I kind of was prepared for that, but again, the friend comment, unnecessary, so unnecessary, and that just kind of bothers me. But other than that, I really loved the finale, and I'm gonna miss Supergirl. Thanks for sticking with me, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the reaction. I will see you some other time, hopefully in some other videos. If you're interested in any of the other shows I watch, definitely check it out. Otherwise, it's been awesome, and I hope to see you around. Thanks for watching.